Live from fabulous Buffalo, Minnesota, it's Whiskey Trivia Night in America with your hosts, world-renowned bourbon reviewer and internet sensation, Greg Welch, and self-proclaimed Brown-Forman truffle pig, Ben Walker. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Bourbon Note!
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bourbon Note. I'm Greg.
I'm Ben.
And today we have special guests playing trivia and we're drinking bourbon.
Yes, we are. What do you have in the glass?
So I have Oregon Spirit, which is one that you just talked about how much you love it.
It's
right.
Fine. I forgot you poured that.
Yeah, it's Oregon Spirit. But...
Which is, just terrible. So Sugar Kitty, we already see is in the house. All right, we got
Dr. Robert.
Dr. Robert. We have Bourbon School in the chat. We've also got Bourbon School backstage because Bryan and Lauren are going to be facing off in a Whiskey Trivia in America.
That's true.
Showdown. So we've got JT is in the house. Good to see you, JT. Aiden's here.
Aiden.
All right. So let's bring our guests in. And then we'll get to the Wheel of Doom to find out which one of our Patreons they're playing for. So first up, we have got Bryan is in the house.
Hey guys.
From Lovely.
Buffalo, New York-ish. Yeah.
Kind
Top
close
Dog's
enough.
here. Tater Dom is here. Dom, I think, are you new to the chat? Ryan Frank is sitting in. All right, let's before we get too much into the chat here, let's also bring in our next guest, also from Bourbon School. Like, comment, subscribe. We have Lauren in the house.
Hello,
hi everybody.
Lauren.
How's it going?
Hey Lauren.
Pretty good.
All right,
I'm ready to kick Bryan's ass.
All right, perfect. That's exactly the type of attitude we want from our contestants.
That's right.
So we're doing a little, last time was our first time using this new audio setup.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to get to where we can.
We're hoping it's perfect.
Yeah, we're not using
but
headphones.
we suspect it may not be perfect if we're honest.
Yeah, so if you guys could let us know if when Bryan and Lauren talk, if there's a bit of an echo.
Or us, or the sound effects.
Yeah, just let us know in the comments and we'll adjust accordingly.
Or Sugar Kitty.
We want to make sure that we can hear our contestants.
Or no, we want the audience to be able to hear everything as well.
Well, yeah, I mean that too. But mostly I want to be able to hear it. So Bryan, what are you sipping on right now?
Can't hear you, Bryan. He is unmuted.
Did we mute his? Oh, hang on.
That's us. Hold on.
Is that us?
I think no.
How about now?
You're muted, Bryan. Now
there you go.
There we go.
Okay. I actually just kicked this bottle of Sagamore Spirit Double Oaked. I got this based on your review, and as you can tell, it kind of sucked.
What about you, Lauren?
I've got some Four Roses small batch.
Nice. All right, perfect. So here's the other thing. I think I have this set up so you guys can't see the chat. Is that correct?
I cannot.
No.
Oh no, I can see the chat. If I hit comments, I can see
that's
the chat, but you'll have to trust me to. I'll keep it on.
Oh, I see.
Chat.
Okay. Well, so here's what we're going to have to do. We have to trust you that you're not doing the phone a friend with the chat.
That's right, because everyone's commenting.
Yeah. So, okay, so here's what we're going to do. You guys don't have a Patreon set up yet.
Nope.
So you're going to each be playing for one of our Patreon supporters on behalf of one of them. So we're going to bring in the wheel here.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're going to do a little spin and find out. Let me see if I can go to the actual thing here and see it. Okay, so this is who Bryan is going to be playing for.
You're not actually full screen.
Right, but they can still, it's still
okay.
up on there.
Okay.
This is just so I can read it.
Gotcha.
So Bryan is going to be playing for Dennis Weedman. Okay. All right.
All right, Dennis.
Note for our Patreons, if people have won in previous episodes, they're not on the list. So we've taken some people off. And
yeah, just because they've already won.
Yep. So Dennis, you're going to be getting a sample if Bryan wins
You're going to be getting a sample, Dennis.
Is overpriced whiskey.
You know, Aiden really likes this topic.
Yeah.
And he has thoughts.
So
overpriced total wine whiskeys.
Well, the Derringer isn't. So here's what we're going to do. It's going to be Chestnut Farms Bottled in Bond and the Derringer.
Yeah.
Both of them north of $100. One of them really good, but not necessarily worth $100. And then one of them not so great. But, you know, you get a chance to try it without having to waste your money on it.
Exactly.
So, all right, let's find out who Lauren is going to play for.
All right.
I feel like you should have a drum roll, like a... Steve Joes. All right. Well, Steve was actually a contestant before and didn't win, so we can find out if he's just terribly unlucky. Right, so let's do this.
Okay. So if Lauren wins, Steven wins.
Correct. Okay. Everybody says it sounds good so far. I'm going to see if I can get away with turning this up just a tad so we can hear you guys.
ASMR whiskey is in the house again.
How about now? Can one of you guys just say hi real quick?
Hi, real quick.
Hi.
All right. Was there an echo?
Yes.
Audience? Yeah. Okay.
What about from the audience? I'm curious if actually on YouTube, if there's an echo. There's a little bit of a sound delay, so we have to give them a second to...
Yeah, exactly. So I think we're going to have to headphones it next time.
I agree. I think...
Anyway.
Yep. So we'll keep it down. Okay. Thanks, Aiden.
Okay, so we'll turn it down a little bit, and we're going to struggle to hear you guys. So if we're talking and we don't hear you, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into it.
Round one.
So who's asking the first question? And am I asking? I'll ask Lauren.
Okay. I've got Bryan on this side, Lauren on that side.
Okay. So have you guys seen the episode, or should we explain the rules?
We've watched before.
Yeah, we've watched.
Okay. We'll explain just for new viewers.
Well, it's not really rules, but so we've got 4 categories for new viewers. We've got science and craft, history and lore, pop culture, and neat or not. And so we're going to be playing 2 rounds of each one, unless there's a tiebreaker, in which case we'll go into round 3.
Yep. So
and then
8 total questions. Whoever gets the most is the winner. Fairly easy.
As per the usual on a game show. All right, so let's get into it. In round 1.
Oh, one quick thing. When we ask a question like what year is Bottom Bond, don't answer if it's Brian's turn, or don't answer if it's Lauren's turn, because I'm bad at that, like answering when it's not my question.
He sucks.
Yes.
So who's up first?
So, Bryan, you're up first because you happen to be on the left.
Okay.
Okay. Question number 1.
Oh boy.
Science and craft. Under the federal standards of identity, what is the highest proof that bourbon spirits can be distilled to? Multiple choice. A, 125 proof. B, 151 proof. C, 160 proof. D, 190 proof.
I knew I'd get questions like this.
Distilled to.
To give you a hint, he said the right answer in those options.
Oh, thanks, Greg. That was awesome. I will say 160.
Final answer.
Sure.
That is correct. 1 point for Bryan.
Good job.
So Aiden's asking, can we say in the chat? Well, they can see the chat.
They have to promise not to look, though.
Yeah, I have you full screen, so I can't see the chat.
I can't see it.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Look at that. I just turned it off anyway. So
now you shouldn't be able to.
Now, not that we don't trust you.
Yep.
So let's put that in the middle of the deck. All right, Lauren, question number 1.
Question number 1 for Lauren. This is a true or false question, by the way. The 3 main ingredients in any whiskey are grain, yeast, and hops.
False.
Are you sure?
Final answer?
Final answer.
That is a correct answer.
Good job.
And we're off to a tie game here.
We do not authorize the use of hops in our whiskey.
Hell no.
Nope.
All right. So now we're going to get into history and lore, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's all about the history and lore of bourbon.
And these happen to be history teachers, right?
That's true, but it's not history and lore about middle schools.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Middle school history, which I'm assuming is all about the history of middle schools and how they started.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And,
We don't get much into the history of whiskey in middle school.
No.
I imagine you probably don't.
Doesn't. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's get into
Lead
it.
us in.
Brian, this is a true or false question.
All right.
During World War II, bourbon distilleries were converted to make penicillin, which helped to save the lives of countless servicemen. True or false? And if you want us to repeat a question, just let us know. We're happy to do it.
No, I know we talked about on a video about the gunpowder, but I will say false.
False. Is that your final answer?
It is. I should have just said true. It made
That
sense.
is incorrect. It's true. It says, right. Some of these are just such bizarre questions.
Well,
like I wouldn't.
Yeah.
It says war production board analysts. I was going to say analysis. Analysts realized that distilleries could be converted into large-scale penicillin manufacturers. Interesting. You want to throw that on the bottom of the deck?
You can do this.
Okay, so that's an X right there. Let's see if I have my red Sharpie. Here we go. Bust out the red Sharpie for wrong answers. You guys do the same thing when you're grading papers?
Yes.
Just to give it the extra, like, little insult. Like, wrong.
Where else are you going to find the joy?
Happens to be wrong.
All right.
Okay.
So let's check the chat here real quick.
Okay. Penicillin is a cocktail, perhaps.
That's true, actually. There is a penicillin cocktail. Thanks, Sugar City. All right. They also made ammo, chemicals, and cleaning materials.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. Alcohol is used in a lot of like legitimate things.
We found out that Old Forester used they made like whatever grade alcohol for like gunpowder production.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, there's all kinds of interesting stuff.
I wonder if that's
it's another
probably
card
in here somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and hand sanitizer. Of course.
Well, yeah, and they did that recently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
Let's get into
Lauren.
question number 2 for Lauren. Second question.
This is a multiple choice question. Pick one. This brand's name was inspired by the banding used by two whitesmiths. Bullet, Maker's Mark, 10 High, or Iron Strike.
Okay, you cut out for a
Read that again
second.
if
Can
you
you
like.
read the question again? Yeah.
This brand's name was inspired by the branding used by pewter whitesmiths.
What is a pewter
Bullet,
whitesmith?
Maker's Mark. Yeah, I have no idea.
Pewter, P-E-W-T-E-R.
Okay.
All right, you're
Okay,
doing the dramatic pause.
Well, okay. So Bullet, Maker's Mark, 10 High, or Iron Strike.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Maker's Mark because it has the word mark in it.
Good guess. I have no idea what the answer is, so let's find out together.
Let's
Yeah,
check
let's
it out.
guess.
Final answer is correct. It is Maker's Mark. And
Nice.
That's a check
Context
mark.
clues.
Yeah,
Lauren,
I
should
like
get
that you
this-
didn't even know what pewter is, but you got the answer right.
Good job.
It's amazing how many times we get the same question. Like, these decks are this thick, and there's 4 of them. And every single time we get multiple questions, we shuffle them.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
if
That's
for
what I was
future
hoping for.
Contestants for celebrity whiskey reviewer, whiskey trivia night in America, the more you watch our whiskey trivia nights, the more apt you are to get a repeat question. So
So there
That's what I
just
was
a
banking
comment.
on here.
I'm just kind of curious what sound should we do for Aiden?
what does it say? So Aiden doesn't have his own special sound. Leather Daddy. Okay, we can come up with something like that. Like a whip or something,
Yeah.
you know?
There you
That's
go.
for Bourbon Note After Dark.
Oh, yeah.
Aiden, this is for
Let's take
you.
it.
His testicle sack is now so large, he has to wear a huge hoodie upside down instead of trousers.
How about that? That worked for Leather Daddy. Aiden?
Good
I've
for
seen
you,
that
Aiden.
episode.
Good for you,
Yeah.
buddy.
The whip crack, that's Sugar Daddy. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
let's get into round 3.
Round number 3.
This is going to be pop culture. Greg's weakest point in any
I
trivia.
totally agree.
So, Brian, question number 3 in the category of pop culture. By the way, you can hear us okay over the music, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. In Live and Let Die, Roger Moore's James Bond drank this bottled in Bond brand. A, Jack Daniels. B, Old Grandad. C, Old Crow. Or D, Booker's.
Good luck, Brian.
Yeah, seriously. I'm actually supposed to be going through these movies with my son, but we haven't gotten here yet. So
close.
how about
It'll be in the next movie that you watch.
yeah, right. And then I'll be like,
What would James Bond drink?
yeah, well, like,
Do you want me to read the options again?
yeah, give me one more shot at that.
Okay. A, Jack Daniels. B, Old Grandad. C, Old Crow. Or D, Booker's.
I am gonna go with Old Granddad.
Final answer.
Yeah. Yes.
That is correct. Bond preferred
I'm shocked.
Old Bourbon in his old fashions.
He's from Scotland and should be drinking scotch. What's he doing drinking bourbon?
Well, not an old fashioned though. Let's see what the crowd said here.
Yeah, old Granddad was the guest for hanging.
See, my man has the sweet jacket on. Hanging, I do have the sweet jacket on. I was telling Greg before the show, my wife was encouraging me to unbutton the top and then get like some hair, which would involve me like going on the World Wide Web and ordering some fake chest hair. So like,
Not again.
spill over the top.
You
Maybe,
would
like,
double
show
the
and-
amount of viewers.
All right, so Hanging AZ got that one right.
Good job.
James Bond is shaken, not stirred. Yeah, those were martinis.
That's right.
Okay, so now we have a 2-1 game.
No, he got number 3.
Oh, this was 3.
Yeah. See,
That's right. Okay, so now it is a 2-2 game.
It is.
I thought that didn't look right. All right, Lauren, question number 3 for round 1, pop culture.
Are you ready?
Please
Okay,
let it be
this
the
is a true or false
internship question.
So
The same one we get every time?
it's actually English
that one.
literature.
Oh. Okay, hit me.
Phone a friend.
Literary giant Ernest Hemingway once quipped, "Too much of anything is bad, but too much good whiskey is barely enough."
We have had this.
Sounds like something he would say, but I'm going to go with false.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Nice.
That is correct. That was actually somebody
So
else,
the
right?
quote is accurate. It's just it was said by Mark Twain.
All right.
All right.
Oh, so hold on a second. Make sure I write down who's playing here, or they're playing on behalf.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay, Brian, this is final question of round 1.
All right.
We got a 3-2 lead. We got a chance to tie it up here.
Mhm.
All right. And then if Lauren gets the next one wrong, take a little break, then we'll go into round 2 tie game.
Okay.
No pressure. Question number 4. This is neat or not.
All
We
right.
think it has to do with cocktails and mixing drinks, which is definitely
Okay.
a weakness for our channel.
This one doesn't actually.
Oh, okay.
Most of them are, but some of them are not. So neat or not, it's a multiple choice question. Academy Award winning actress Sophia Loren appeared in magazines advertising this bourbon. A, Early Times. B, Ancient Age. C, Old Judge. Or D, Johnny Drum. If you
Was
like to
that
hear
old
people-
jugs? Was that old jugs?
Old judge,
I
as in
did
like
get-
courtroom judge.
I was joking. She's got huge knockers. Come on, guys.
Old judge.
That's a tough one, Brian. I'm sorry.
What were the first two? Early times in Old Crow?
A, early times.
Oh, ancient.
B,
age.
ancient age. C, old judge, not jugs. And D, Johnny Drum.
Oh, come on.
I'm guessing this would have been in the 70s.
Go with early times.
Final answer.
Yes. Yes.
Very nice words, but happens to be wrong.
Oh,
What was
Sorry,
it?
that is incorrect. It was ancient age. It says, despite agreements not to portray
Never heard of it.
scantily clad women in bourbon advertisements, her print appeared in 1967. I wonder what their version of scantily clad was back
In
then.
I'm gonna have to
1967.
look that up
Ankles.
for
Yeah,
He's
I
research.
imagine
bathing
it's
suit.
quite different than it is now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lauren's final question. It's still the 3-2 game.
All right.
But if she gets this one right, that's going to be a fairly commanding lead going into round 2. By the way, we're probably going to go until about 7 o'clock. If you guys need to cut off after the game, feel free. If you're in a hurry, just let us know. Otherwise, you can stick around with us. But then Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans is going live at 7 o'clock. He's
7
got-
Central. They would call that 8 o'clock.
So right at the end of our live stream, he'll be going live, and he's got Sean from Whiskey Wars. I believe they're discussing conspiracy theories and drinking whiskey, so it should be an interesting.
Wow.
Bad Axe
It's going to
Bourbon.
get better as the episode goes on.
Do I have a Bad Axe Bourbon on here? Where's my Bad Axe Bourbon sound?
I don't know.
Oh, son of a bitch! It must be in my other
You
one.
had one job.
I know.
Bobby
Well,
in
I've
the
got
house.
two different, for two different shows.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, you can get to your question.
There's Bobby.
All right. I got the Bobby
Okay.
sound dropping.
Neat or not? This is a multiple choice question. Please pick one. What cocktail is made with bourbon, sugar, water, ice, and mint? Your choices are.
It's not even like a dramatic pause anymore. It's
I
like
forgot.
a dramatic
I-
slipping into a
forgot.
coma.
I forgot. I apologize. I have to think about it. Okay, your choices are mint julep, Kentucky mule, C, Manhattan, or D, bourbon smash.
Well, I think because it has mint in it, it's got to be the mint julep, right, guys?
That seems reasonable.
Sorry, Brian.
But
I
we've
got
had
an easy
other
one.
ones that we thought were mint julep questions, and they weren't.
Oh,
so
really?
so I
Now
know
you
what
have me
sound-
doubting myself. No, I'm not doubting myself. I'm going with mint julep.
Final answer?
That's what my gut says. Yes.
Okay.
That is correct. Lauren has run the table
Yep.
in round number
Told you,
1.
Brian.
Adding 1,000 at this point. So
Wow.
I've switched over to
that brings
Elijah
us to
Craig
the end
small
of round
batch too.
one.
Time
got-
to refill the glass.
Yes.
We've
Yeah.
got Lauren ahead 4-2. Brian, this is a commanding lead, but it is not over.
I got it.
You know what's weird is do you guys ever when you have to follow directions when you're driving or park or something, you'll turn the radio down? You know that whole thing.
Mhm.
I feel like because again, we're having the volume is a little quiet, and that's something we have to work on for the live stream.
Yeah.
In order to try to hear you guys better, I'm going into full screen mode, and I'm not sure why.
Whatever works.
You read
Whatever,
our
make it-
lips. You can read our lips.
Yeah, that's I'm reading lips. I'm gonna have to just
Focus.
You want us
All
to
right,
start
let's check
shining?
the
I
chat
really
real quick
can't.
before we
But
go.
Story
Refill the
time.
glasses. Oh, story time is in the house. What's going on, Shane? Good to see you back in the house.
Absolutely.
All right, we had some guesses on that last question.
Yep. Phyllis Diller joke. I don't want to know the answer to that one.
Phyllis Dillon joke.
Joe Diller. She was a comedian from the 50s.
Yeah, but that says Dylan.
Oh, no.
Maybe
Phyllis
it was a
Dillon.
typo.
So either Bobby can't spell or
Let's
he's
put that one
referring-
on the screen. Can you guys see that?
He potentially is
Yeah.
referring to somebody else that I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, I
This is
have no
Bob,
idea.
Bob Dylan's late wife.
That
Yeah.
could be it.
Yes.
his lesser known, less talented
Interesting
sister.
factoid. Bob Dylan's got a house like 12 miles from here.
Get out of here.
Just right down the way. Yeah, he's from Minnesota.
Yeah, he's from
originally.
Minnesota. He's a Duluth guy.
Yep.
That's cool.
I did not
And
know
then
that.
lives in the next town over part-time. So every once in a while, he'll meander his way into our town and show up at places.
Do you guys like
See,
his
another
bourbon?
reason why Buffalo, Minnesota is better than Buffalo, New York.
Oh, come on.
I don't know about that. They've got Niagara Falls.
Well, yeah, they've got a few things.
How much can we turn you up without the delay being too awful? Because for the game show, it's easy just asking questions, but trying to have a conversation.
Yeah.
The echo doesn't bother me, so go ahead and turn it
Doesn't
up.
bother me. It's the
Yeah.
chat's really the one you got to worry about, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've never actually been to Niagara Falls. Have you?
I've never been to Northeast. Well, I went to Boston once, but that doesn't count. That was for work.
Yeah, that's.
I've been to New
Boston's
York, but only
terrible.
New York City.
Yeah.
Buffalo is really great. You guys got to make it out. It's having a renaissance right now, and we've got some major sports teams,
Yeah.
and we've got a wonder of the world.
Yeah.
No, it's a pretty
Right,
great
yeah.
place.
So my wife, like one of her kind of bucket list things is we have to make sure we take some time to go to Niagara Falls. We usually like to go on a couple vacations a year. So, but that's more of like a summer, kind of road trip
Yeah.
sort of
Sure.
vacation. And so we like to kind of balance it out. Sometimes we go someplace tropical in the winter, and sometimes we, do like a summer thing. But yeah, I had never been there before, dying to get out there at some point. The other thing is you guys are going to be in the path of the total solar eclipse in 2024.
That's right.
My wife was just talking about that because they're talking about what they're going to do at schools because, like, they don't want kids to get blinded while they're driving the bus home and looking at the solar eclipse or whatever. It's like crazy.
I think we should have the day off, Bryan, right?
Yeah.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. What is like April 8th? We're actually going on a cruise for that. So
Oh,
we're
seriously?
like, yeah, it's going to go through Mazatlan. So we found a cruise. That's a 10-day cruise that'll be out at sea in the path of totality.
Cool.
That's awesome.
And so, provided my wife can get the vacation time off, and I can too. It's kind of a long shot. We booked the cruise before our vacation calendar bidding came out. So
Listen, you just got really
Luckily,
sick.
it's
It's
fun.
fine.
COVID. You got COVID.
Yeah.
it'll be fine. Absolutely. So before we get into round 2 here, I was in full screen because it helps my hearing. Waivers aren't legally binding. When it comes to kids, it is, right? Also, Bad Axe Bourbon actually did mean to go with Phyllis Diller.
I think he's referring to another type of entertainment that is not as well known.
Well, then he said Phyllis Diller, but D-Y-L-E-R. Is that how you spell Phyllis Diller?
Yeah, but it is more. I'm not going to read that.
That is the
I'll leave it
dirtiest,
alone.
totally clean comment I've ever seen.
All right, let's see here.
All right.
Time.
It's going to be the theme
People are
tonight.
talking about
Old jugs.
Old Jugs, exactly. Imagine like a whiskey named Old Jugs. That's like about as American as it gets.
I'm
would
ready
be
to
able to keep it
create
on the
my own,
shelf.
and that's what I'm calling it.
If you can create your own bourbon, there you go.
There's an old tub. There's an old jugs.
Yeah.
And I should probably call it.
I mean, I
something
don't
else.
see why there isn't. How do I get the one chat off of the screen?
I think you have to hit hide on that one.
Okay.
So yeah, hit.
So I have to go all the way back up and
Well, no,
find
you
that?
can show any other one and then take it off. So just click that
okay.
one and then hide.
So I have switched
The only reason I did that is
to
because last time I noticed it made the screen smaller.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What are you drinking,
Doc
Bryan?
Swenson's. I've never had it before. It's actually
What is it?
it's pretty good.
Swinson. It
Doc
is.
Swenson's.
The last time we did, that's the blender's cut, right, Bryan?
It is, yes.
That's a great whiskey, like
It is.
115 proof. We did a review of that. We were both very surprised at how much we liked it. The
Yeah.
last time we did a whiskey trivia night in America, celebrity whiskey reviewer version,
Mhm.
when we had Sean and Steven on, we killed a bottle of that. Well, we didn't kill the whole bottle. There's a little bit left in,
That's right.
It's actually
in the
very
end.
good.
So,
warning.
it is. It's really good. Yeah, we were very impressed with it. Okay, let's get into it here. Let's start again with
Round 2.
Okay, for round 2, Lauren gets to go first, giving Bryan. the
Okay, I'm
opportunity.
ready.
Come in for the steal.
Okay, you're going to have to
Yep.
monitor me because now I'm going backwards here.
Yep.
So
I think you can do it.
let's get into it. Again, it's 4. Lauren has ran the table so far.
So far, 4-2.
4-2. Bryan, again, all is not lost.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay, we can have a complete reversal,
Yes.
this round. So let's get into it. Question number 1 for Lauren, round 2.
Question number 1. At 141.4 proof, this bourbon is illegal to bring on a airplane. A, Wild Turkey Rare Breed. B, Booker's. C, Chiller's Barrel Proof. Or D, George T. Stagg.
I mean, I don't think hookers are ever not allowed on a plane.
Booker's.
Bookers, Guys, I have no freaking idea. Can someone give me a hint? I have no
All right.
100.
She said
Wait,
hookers.
read me the options again.
Okay. So which of these
Bryan, the
illegal
audio's not that great. Leave me alone.
Wild Turkey Rare Breed,
Okay.
Booker's, Chiller's Barrel Proof, or George T. Stagg?
Hookers, Stag, Bookers, Stag. I don't know. I'm going to go with Stag. Why not? I'm wrong, but go ahead. Mark me down.
You're saying George T. Stagg?
Final answer.
Yeah.
That is correct. Still running the table. Lauren. Okay.
That was a guess.
For the
I just
record,
got
she
lucky.
thought you said hookers. And we're celebrating this.
Old jugs, hookers. I mean, come on.
That's
Phyllis
what she
Diller.
said.
We know where
All
your
right,
mind is,
so-
Lauren. We know where it is.
That's where it always is. Come on.
So, Bryan,
Yes.
Steve Joes, who Lauren is playing on behalf, is watching the replay of this.
He's got plenty of opportunity right now.
He's got
It's
some
looking
opportunity,
good.
but you know what? Again, all is not lost. We've seen some
Guys,
pretty
don't
crazy-
jinx me.
Yep.
So, playing on behalf of Dennis Weidman, Bryan, first question of round 2. The score is 5-2. All right, we're below 50% here in the ratio, but you have a chance to make this a 3-5 game.
He's going to do it. All right.
Science and craft.
Science and craft.
All right. My favorite.
Bourbon must be bottled at no less than what proof?
Oh, 80.
Do you want me to read the?
No, 80.
You're going 80. Final answer.
Yes.
That is correct. 80
You
proof.
made me nervous there. Talk about a pause.
That's what they call a pregnant pause.
That's right.
All right, Bryan, you're 2 for 2 on science and craft.
That's right. That's his category.
It's now a 5-3 game.
It is a 5-3 game, and Lauren now has a true or false question.
Okay.
Oh, Whiskey Wars is in the house. What's up?
What's up?
He's going to be live with Steven, as I said before, on Tipsy Whiskey
Yep.
Shenanigans.
I'll be
at
watching.
7. Yep, for sure.
What's up,
You
John?
stole the conspiracy idea from us.
Oh, look at this comment. Bobby says, Bryan, you're done, man. She's even guessing it right out of the blue.
Yeah, Bobby, she's got the mojo on her side, man.
Bryan, I'd like to offer you words of encouragement.
Okay. All right.
All right.
There it is.
All right, so here we go. If Lauren, no pressure or anything, but if Lauren gets this wrong, I mean, we are back in this game
Oh,
here.
I agree. Yep.
So, okay, question number 2.
But we're going to go through 8 questions no matter what, no matter how it goes.
History and lore.
Okay, here we go. True or false? Early Kentuckians distilled corn-based spirits rather than shipping the corn to markets.
This is true or
I'll
false?
read that again. Yeah, it's true or false. Early Kentuckians distilled corn-based spirits
Bottle kill.
rather than shipping the corn to market?
True. Final
She
answer.
said true, and it is.
It is true.
That is correct.
My goodness. Lauren, if you're just guessing at these, you should go get a lottery ticket. All right.
6 for 6. Good job.
Yeah, Lauren has run the table 6 for 6. All right. I know you guys are not math teachers, nor are we. But Bryan,
I'm mathematically
you're not on this
eliminated.
yet. In order for this is like when they have the playoff, brackets. In order for this team to get in, that team, what needs to happen is Lauren needs to lose out and Bryan needs to win out.
That could totally
Right
happen.
now it's 3 to 6. Lauren has 2 questions left. Bryan has 3 left.
All right.
So everything comes down to this question for Bryan.
Whiskey Wars. He likes the ding.
Man, the ding really makes this game official. Thank you.
The ding's fun. Yeah, I like the ding.
The only other thing you need is like that long
That's what she said.
microphone with a little circle on, like a lollipop, like the dum-dum microphone. That's all you need.
To have the official.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
What I really want is like the Bob Barker, the thin microphone.
Yeah.
Totally.
By the way, I just had a bottle kill live on air. 4 Roses Small Batch Select.
Woo!
It's done
I
for.
love
Me too.
That's awesome.
Oh, look at
Did
you.
you just kill that?
Oh, a double bottle
Look at
kill.
that. Okay, hold on. Hold the bottle up.
Hold
All
it
right.
up.
There's bad things
Somebody
can
take a
happen.
sip shot for
Cross-country
posterity.
cheers. Boom.
Cheers.
4 Roses is gonna hate us.
Okay.
That is a great bear. Like that
Mhm.
compared to any other 4 Roses that I've had, I think I like that one the best.
Totally
I haven't
agree.
had a single
And it
barrel
came in
barrel fruit,
4th
though.
place for us.
Yeah, this came in last in our
Your proof points,
episode
yeah,
last
I
week.
saw
I'm
that.
convinced that. Yeah.
Totally weird.
Well, we've got someone new in the chat here. Before I'm just building up the suspense because Bryan's next question is clutch. Say, this is Marianne Fabiano.
It's my
You might
wife.
have missed my comment, but win or lose, he is going to send a sample to the gentleman he's playing for.
Absolutely.
Oh, is that
That's really nice.
Bryan? Is that someone
That's
you
Brian's
know?
wife.
It's my wife.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay. Great.
watching
Did I say
from
that right?
upstairs.
Marianne Fabiano?
It's Marie Ann.
Okay, Marianne. Okay.
And she'll
Awesome.
correct you with her Brooklyn accent if you
Yeah,
don't say it
yeah.
right.
She's straight.
Oh, that's
like,
awesome. You have to have her on your show then.
Streets of Brooklyn.
I know. That's what I keep saying. I want her to be on the show. She
She is a
bourbon
bourbon
out
drinker
there.
Well,
now. Since we started this, she's a
Marianne-
bourbon drinker.
That's good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I've been on the fence as to whether or not to try to get my wife into bourbon because on one hand, then we would have that. And then on the other hand, she'd be into this collection would dwindle twice as fast because then we
She's
both
killing your
drink.
bottles. Yeah.
Then you option to buy more. Yeah.
Okay, so Marie Ann, not to make you too nervous at home, but your husband is hanging on by a thread.
Let's
So,
get into it.
history and lore,
Oh boy.
what could potentially be the dagger.
No.
Again, no pressure.
Well, there's plenty of pressure, but let's just keep going.
It's a multiple choice. I was pulling for a true or false at 50-50 here. Which organization was formed in 1877 to control prices and market share? Is it A, the Distillers and Cattle Feed Trust, B, the Whiskey Control Board, D, the Bourbon Distillers Association. Did I just say D or C?
You did.
Oh, I meant C. And D, Bourbon Control Board. Sorry. Let me read those again.
Yeah.
A, Distillers and Cattle Feed Trust. B, Whiskey Control Board. C, Bourbon Distillers Association. Or D, Bourbon Control Board.
Well, I know what I would guess, but I won't say it.
This is literally the worst question you could have possibly gotten.
I agree.
Yeah, I know.
What the
Lauren
hell?
gets all the true and false questions, and I get Whiskey Distillers Association. Actually, that's my answer. C.
C, the Bourbon Distillers Association.
Yes.
It's a good guess.
No! Move your finger back
All
over.
comes down to this.
Oh, you're so cruel.
Wrong.
Oh, Brian, I'm sorry. It actually
I would have
is.
guessed that too.
The feed one?
It's a Distillers and Cattle Feed Trust.
Like, who would have
This
known
is
that?
devastating.
So here's what we're going to do, though. If you guys don't mind, if you're not going anywhere within the next 20 minutes,
Hold on,
let's
my
play the
AirPod
game
fell out.
through anyway. Because at this point, Lauren's batting 1,000, and we need to see if we can get a perfect game here, which has never happened on
That's right.
Whiskey Trivia Night in America for anybody.
Okay.
It's true.
Let's go, Lauren.
Chat here for a second. ASMR Whiskey says if your wife drank bourbon, she might have a good idea how much you spent on if you came home with an allocated bottle. That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
We just don't talk about that.
Oh, Bobby says if you want to get yourself learned up about bourbon, then y'all need to get yourself to the link to Bourbon School. Absolutely. Like, comment, subscribe, and go check out Bad Axe Bourbon, ASMR Bourbon, or ASMR Whiskey, sorry,
Yep.
and Whiskey Wars.
Yes.
In the chat here.
Clearly, we have a wealth of knowledge about bourbon and whiskey from my 3 correct answers. So, Lauren,
Clearly, Lauren does. So, I mean, Lauren, like, your back must be hurting from carrying this channel at this point with the whiskey information, because
What can
out
I
of
say?
the 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 questions, you got half of them. So let's keep it going. But congratulations, Dennis Stephen Joes, actually.
Yep.
And Steve was actually in one of our previous ones and didn't win. So now this is a redemption for him. So Steve Joes is going to get a sample of our overpriced bourbon selection.
Yes,
It's going to be Derringer and Chestnut Farms Bottled and Bond. One of them is really good. One of them's not, but you get to try it without spending $115 on it.
Each.
So now it's no pressure. It's just fun.
Well,
Okay.
there's plenty of pressure on Lauren. You have the opportunity to set the curve.
I'm ready, guys. Let's do this.
That's true. Actually, there is pressure because, yeah, he's right. You're playing for the all-time high score.
That's
So
right.
let's get into it. Question number 3.
7 or 3 or
Well, question number 3 of round 2.
Okay.
Did I ever do the round 2?
you did. You did.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Well, now I've done it twice.
Multiple choice.
For round 2.
Which brand gained a marketing advantage when it was endorsed by the Rat Pack in the 1950s and the 1960s? Choices are A,
Everybody knows
Sorry,
this.
Brian.
Jim Beam,
You're a little far this way from the framing.
B, Jack Daniels, C, Old Forester, or D, Bullet.
I'm gonna go with Jack Daniels.
She's going
Is
with
that
the
your final answer?
Jack Daniels.
My final answer.
If you needed the answer.
Go, you know the thing.
That is
course.
correct.
I
Still running the table.
I
You're
promise
one question away from a perfect game.
we pulled these out of the box and they are totally random. There is no stacking of the deck.
That's what she said.
Okay. So here's the thing, Brian. If you win out here, you're just playing to save face at this point.
Well, you still lose.
Right.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, the game's obviously over here. But let's get into it for question number 3 for Brian.
I'll just look like less of a dope.
What bourbon
Slightly.
brand was featured in a July 2022 segment of Fox and Friends? We've had this question before.
Yes, we have.
Is it A, Buffalo Trace, B, Jim Beam, C, Bullet, or D, Jack Daniels?
The bad part is we had the question and I don't remember the answer. I just remember we had it.
We've had it a lot of times.
Yeah.
I will go with Jim Beam. Why not?
Final answer.
Sure.
That is correct. It is Jim Beam.
Good job.
And so for our celebrity whiskey reviewers in the chat, that's a question we've had every time this comes up. And again, these are not small decks of cards, and there's 4
No.
of them. So the
And
more you
Greg-
watch Whiskey Trivia Nights in America,
Greg, we're teachers, so we know when you're just trying to build up our self-esteem. So thanks for the good job, but it rings hollow.
We're the channel that we try to be nice to every bourbon, and I guess now every bourbon channel where we don't say anything bad. Like,
Okay.
This Oregon Sprit's not bad, if you have no taste. And
so here, Brian, here's for your overall night, since we're not going to be nice.
What the heck, you dumb biatch? Why are you saying those things?
Now I feel shame.
There you go. Okay.
Can you
All
click?
right.
There, I'll do it.
What are you clicking? Oh, hide the question. Hide. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is a correct answer.
All right.
Lauren, for a perfect game, for the first time ever in Whiskey Trivia Night in America.
We need this,
Lauren.
Should I pick the question or the answer, the one on top, or should I pick
the one on top, just like we have? We're
Okay.
dealing fair.
Okay.
Just find her another true and false. That's what she's been doing all night.
Shut up, Brian.
No, it's a cocktail. It's a multiple choice.
Okay. So hold on. Before we get into this, let's build this up as much as possible.
Well, we don't need to build it. This is a hard question.
It's a hard one.
That's what she said.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Lauren, final question to run the table for the first time in Whiskey
For
Trivia Night in
championship
America.
gold.
We're gonna have to send her like some sort of like a crown or something if she gets this. Let's get
That's
into
gonna be a bottle of bourbon.
And I'll say something like she already has one. Okay,
I'm ready.
here we go. This cocktail is made with bourbon, lemon juice, sugar, and water. Choices are A, old fashioned, B, Boulevardy, or Belvedere.
Boulevardier.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't speak French. Belvedere. C, John Collins, or D, Tom and Jerry.
I feel like
Tom
I
and Jerry's
need you to
big
read
buffalo
them.
thing.
Yeah, I will read them again.
And read the whole question.
Okay.
Because
So the
I'm
ingredients.
trying to guess here, like I'm playing for at home.
I covered, so I don't know what the answer is either. Okay, cocktails made with bourbon, lemon juice, sugar, and water. Choices are A, old fashioned, B, Boulevardier, sorry, C, John Collins, and D, Tom and Jerry.
Okay, so it's not A or D, so it's got to be B or C. A John Collins? What's in a Tom Collins? Okay.
Boulevardier.
Boulevardier. What are the
pronounced.
French drinks? They put lemon in their drinks? I don't know. Or a Boulevardier. I'm gonna go with
Go
a
7 for 7.
Oh, I can't take the pressure, guys. I'm gonna go with John Collins.
Final answer.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a drum roll here. Can we see the results?
He's leaning towards the wrong answer button.
Oh no.
Just go ahead and hit it. Which one is that? Oh.
You got it! Run the table!
Amazing.
Oh my goodness.
Amazing.
Okay, well,
Steven is going to get some samples because of your amazing performance.
and I feel like just since we have our first run the table contestant, we're going to have to send some pretty awesome samples
I think so.
to Bourbon School as well.
Yes.
You know, not that we were ever going to send you guys samples anyway, but now we're definitely going to send some cool stuff because you're our first running the table contestant ever. Brian, I'm sorry.
Well, he does have
but you
one,
have one more
he
question
does
left.
have one question.
When we stop this cruel game.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh. This is salt in the wound.
You're gonna have to drink your sorrows after this, Brian.
I
Maria and
will.
Hey, you know what,
it'll be
though?
fine.
On the plus side, Brian, your ratio is 3 misses, 4 correct. So you're batting over 500.
For now.
We're playing for pride points at this point.
That's what she said.
What cocktail is made with bourbon or rye, sweet vermouth, and bitters?
Oh, Manhattan.
Do you want me to read the things, or are you that confident? You're that confident.
I am. I have
All
one
right.
every night.
Final
You're not
answer
every
is C, a Manhattan. So Bryan is coming away with, I feel like you really pulled it out there in the end.
That's what she said.
Important.
And you ended up 5-3. So you're batting over 500.
Yep.
But the real star of the show here, Lauren, with the running of the table. That's just simply amazing.
That's amazing.
If anyone would like to challenge me,
Neither one of us have ran the table.
Well, yeah, neither. Yeah, she's better than either of us, obviously.
Yeah.
He's already
So
talking
you made
shit to other people.
appearing in a future episode against whoever else wins in the next episode of Celebrity Whiskey Trivia Night in America.
Yeah.
On a bourbon note.
I think
It's like
this
American
point.
Gladiators. Now you've got to like defeat Lauren. Lauren, you've got to come up with like Sizzle
Exactly.
or like Starlight or some kind of name.
oh yeah,
That's a great idea. Here's what I think
I'm
we
the
need to do.
Bourbinator. Okay.
The Bourbinator. Okay, Lauren the Bourbinator.
Dennis is here.
Let's see. Dennis Weedman
Dennis,
is
we
here.
have a little bit of bad news. You were a
Sorry,
potential
Dennis.
winner in tonight's episode.
Yeah, so Dennis, Bryan was playing on your behalf. Unfortunately, he did not win, but fortunately for Steve Joes, Lauren did win.
That's right.
But
So
Dennis,
maybe next time.
you can email me bourbonschool100@gmail.com and I will get you some samples from some local bourbons here. And Greg and Ben.
There
I'm
you
sending
go, Dennis.
them
And like, comment, subscribe to Bourbon School. So I'm
yeah,
going to hop
please do.
to full screen here for a second.
Yep.
Here's what I think. So Lauren the Bourbinator,
Uh-huh.
I feel like we need to have a bunch of rounds of celebrity whiskey reviewer, whiskey trivia night in America. And then Lauren as the final boss,
The final.
like in a video game. Like,
Take me out.
Finish
guys.
him.
Yes.
Finish him.
so yeah, exactly. So that's what we need. Got it right there.
That's right.
Or depending on who's playing.
That's
So,
right.
I think we're going to have to do that in the future. Did I lose my mouse here? I need an adult. All right, what time? 6:52. Okay.
Yep.
So before we head out here, what do you guys have coming up on the channel?
You guys had just hit a milestone, right?
400.
We just hit 400 and we're hoping to do like a special. It'll probably be our first live stream. When we hit 500, I would like to do our first live stream. I'd like you guys to be there. And
Excellent.
some of these other people, because like, and Lauren will attest to this as well. You guys particularly, but Bobby and Stacy from 4 Leaf Whiskey and Sean from I was gonna say Mashy Metal, but Whiskey Wars as well. Everybody has been so cool and supportive and friendly, and they share links for us and they do all this great stuff. We wouldn't have done that. We wouldn't have gotten to 400 without all that. So we really appreciate everybody.
Thank
and all
you.
the
We
viewers.
actually have to. Yeah, we have to. In our
No, you
contract.
don't.
Well, no, that's great. That's
Yeah.
we've talked about this before. The best part about this whole thing has been the kind of community of kind of cultivating this new graduating class of bourbon review channels. It's like there's the big, huge channels,
Right.
which are great. We love them. But they kind of have, they've been around for years and years and years. They all know each other. And then there's kind of like the mid-level ones. And there's, us that are just, around that 2000 and below. And so it's kind of fun to have like this kind of cultivated community where we see the same people in the chats. When I go to live streams on other channels, I see the same people that are in our chat, and then I hop in the chat with them. And it's just been a lot of fun doing that. And that's what we loved about it when we first got started.
Totally.
Too,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So, and that's really like, we started this as like kind of a fun thing to do. And I mean, Lauren, we're having fun, right?
Yeah, we have so much fun. Friday, we have a marathon filming.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to jam like 9 things into one.
Wow.
It'll be
That's
that.
what she
I'll have
said.
to sleep on your couch because I'm not
What?
able to get home.
Yeah,
It'll
right.
be fun.
Don't
It'll
drive
be
home.
fun. Yeah.
But we've got, I think Friday is going to be bourbon.
Oh, we're going to do mint
under
juleps.
40,
speaking
right?
of.
Oh no, are we doing mint julep
We are.
Wow.
next week? This week is bourbons
One
under
of the questions you
$40.
got right, Lauren, was the mint julep.
That's right. Don't mess it up.
We got to make them now.
Bourbon's under 40 this week, and then we're gonna do a mint julep for next Tuesday's video because the Kentucky Derby will be coming up, and
Sure.
you know, like our cocktail videos are not very well watched, but we like doing them, so we're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
Thank you guys for having us.
Okay,
on.
let's get a
This
couple of
was so
chants
much
here
fun.
before we hop out. Again, we encourage anybody that's in here to go check out Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans is up next over on his channel. He's got Sean from Whiskey Wars. They're going to be drinking whiskey and talking about conspiracy theories.
Which they
or
got
something like that. It's like conspiracies. I don't know what that means.
So I suggested I have another type of card game. It's the exact same thing, except the topic is conspiracy theories. And Sean was really, really interested. And so I think he's leaving us behind.
Oh,
So
we
I'm going
should
to
do-
introduce another good idea.
Let's
We
do a
wanna
big
do
live stream of
Friday night
conspiracy
hangout,
theories.
and maybe it's Saturday night hangout for just whiskey channels, where we're going to hang out in the garage. It actually has another bar
I do.
above us and over there, and so we're just going to hang out, and you know, Bourbon Channel is going to hang out, just talk about what's coming up, and just have a cigar.
That
or whatever.
sounds really fun. I got nothing going on Saturday.
You know what? I've thought about this a lot. I watch a stream. It's all nerd culture, like Star Wars comic book stuff, but it's called Friday Night Tights. And it's just a bunch of YouTubers who talk about nerd stuff. And I'm like, man, that would be awesome to get a bunch of channels together and just talk whiskey stuff and whatever else.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, we can talk about whatever you want.
That's
Well,
kinda what we're
maybe not the
thinking.
superhero stuff, but
Superhero stuff. Yeah, now that it's nice out here finally in Minnesota.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys live in Buffalo. You get probably more snow than we do. Maybe not quite the temperature.
No, it was
swings,
62
definitely
then
the lake
today.
effects. It what?
That's warm. It was 62 out today. So
Yeah.
that's
We
warm
hit
for
60 for the
April.
first time the other day. It was 77 today, and then
80
it
here.
hit 80 today, and then it's going to be in the 50s and snowing again this weekend. So
Yes,
that's
we're supposed to get
Minnesota.
snow
yeah,
Monday.
we're used to that crap.
Yep.
Yep.
So so here's what we're going to do. I think we're maybe come up with like an email list of all the whiskey channels that we know that may want to participate, and we're going to work on getting this put together at some point.
Yeah, totally.
I think it'd be
And
awesome.
we'll just have like a Friday night. We won't do this maybe every Friday night, but the nights that we do it, we'll send out an email blast like, hey, we're going to go live. And if anyone wants to jump on the Whiskey Tube Roundtable,
Yes.
totally.
you're welcome to
Love
do
it.
so. All right. Well, let's see. Bobby says, I'm going to have mediocre whiskey review on my live stream tomorrow.
You need to read Aiden's comment, and if you don't know what that reference is,
Remember to spay and neuter your pets. I need the narrow microphone if I'm going to say that. That's a Bob Barker reference.
that's a Bob Barker reference.
You need
I
like 8
appreciate
models
that.
standing around you too.
All right, Bobby says, I'm going to have mediocre whiskey review on my live stream tomorrow.
Yes, Bobby.
It's her
and
first
Jill.
live stream.
That's
Come
right.
help support if you can.
Yep.
So let's all go check out
Absolutely.
that one tomorrow, too.
Jill from
Jill's gonna be
Mediocre
on
Whiskey
there.
Reviews.
All right, possibly 90 tomorrow from Sugar Kitty.
Nice. New Jersey.
Oh, wait. Aiden says I didn't say pet.
Yeah, he said spouse.
Oh, he said spouse. Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought you just took it ran, but yeah, he didn't say pets.
Anyone
I
who's a
disagree with
spouse
Aiden's
knows
Either
statement.
or.
it a long time ago.
I do not
That's
support
right.
Aiden's statement.
All right, well, let's wrap this up. It's 6:58. Please hop over to Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans and go check out all the Tipsy Whiskey shenanigans that are going on over there. Thank you, Brian and Lauren, for being on our show. And
Thanks
like,
for having
comment,
us.
subscribe to the Bourbon School.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Great episode.
Cheers. We'll see you later, guys.
Cheers.